Unit 3, Working with Text. The PowerPoint application allows you to present information in a slideshow format, using a combination of text, images and charts. On completion of this unit, you should be able to add and format text, create bulleted and numbered lists, switch between open presentations, insert hyperlinks, present information in tables. The application you will be using is called Microsoft PowerPoint for Microsoft 365. Working with text and lists. In previous units, you explored the PowerPoint application, created a title slide and made design changes using the Slide Master. Let's add lists and tables into your presentation. Click Slide 2 on the thumbnail pane. In the previous unit, you added the title, Contents, to this slide. Let's create a contents list now. Click the text placeholder area. A line cursor appears, allowing you to add text. Type the word Overview and press the Enter key on your keyboard. A bullet point is automatically created, and the cursor moves to a new line. Type 2022 Fundraiser, and press the Enter key on your keyboard. You can also add text while in the outline view mode. Click the View tab. Click the Outline View icon on the Presentation Views group to switch to this view mode. Click the highlighted box at the end of the word Fundraiser on the left pane. Press the Enter key on your keyboard to create a new item on the list. Type Annual Comparison and press the Enter key on your keyboard. The text is now visible on the slide on the right. Click the normal icon on the Presentation Views group to return to the normal view mode. A list is a useful way of presenting short pieces of information. There are two ways to display lists, as bulleted lists or numbered lists. The default design template automatically formats text into a bulleted list. In this example, let's change the bulleted list into a numbered list. Click the Home tab. First, let's select some text on the slide. A useful way of selecting a section of text is to hold down the Shift key and click the first and last words of the text. In this example, click the highlighted box before the word Overview. Next, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click the highlighted box, just after the words Annual Comparison. The text is now selected. Click the numbering button on the paragraph group. The bulleted list has changed to a numbered list. Within the list options, there are a variety of styles to choose from. Let's apply a different style. Click the numbering drop-down arrow. A number of list styles are presented in the numbering drop-down list. The style currently in use is highlighted in gray. Select the highlighted list style. You can see that the list style has changed. The bullets drop-down list also offers a number of bullet styles. Click the bullets drop-down arrow. Select the highlighted bullet style. You can also view or change list styles by right-clicking the selected text and selecting the bullets or numbering options from the side menu. Make sure to explore other list styles in your own time. Click Next to continue. Here's a note. The mini toolbar appears when you right-click text in the PowerPoint application. It provides quick access to a number of commonly used commands. You can indent bulleted and numbered lists. An increased indentation moves text to the right, while a decreased indentation moves text to the left. Additional text has been added to the list for you. In this example, let's indent the annual comparison bullet. Click the highlighted box just before the word annual. A cursor appears. You can click the Increase List Level button on the paragraph group, or press the Tab key on your keyboard to increase the indent. In this example, click the Increase List Level button. The annual comparison list item has moved to the right and reduced in size to become a sub-bullet of the 2022 fundraiser list item. Now, click the highlighted box just before the words Most Popular Cake. Click the Increase List Level button. You have created another indented item or sub-bullet point on the list. To decrease the indentation of this item, click the Decrease List Level button. The Most Popular Cake list item has now returned to its original position on the list. Click Next to continue. Now, let's adjust the line spacing on the slide to make it look neater. Click the highlighted box at the start of the line 2022 fundraiser. To select the line 2022 fundraiser, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click the highlighted box at the end of the line. Now that the line is selected, click the line spacing button on the paragraph group to open a drop-down list. Select line spacing options from the drop-down list. The paragraph dialog box opens. Now let's change the line spacing before and after this list item. Click the up arrow beside the before box under spacing to increase the line spacing from 10 to 12 points. Next, double-click the after box. Type the value 20. Click Next to continue. Click the OK button, or press the Enter key on your keyboard to confirm your changes. The line spacing around the line 2022 fundraiser has increased. Next, let's apply line spacing changes to the entire slide. Click the highlighted box just before the word Overview. To select all the text, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click the highlighted box at the end of the line Plans for next year. Now that all the text has been selected, click the line spacing drop-down arrow to open the drop-down list. Select the value 1.5 from the drop-down list. Well done, you have added text content, created a list, explored different list styles, and applied changes to the line spacing in your list. Click Next to continue. Editing and deleting text. Now that you have confirmed the structure of your presentation, you can begin to edit your content. Click Slide 4 on the thumbnail pane. When presenting information on slides, it is important to make brief, clear points. The text on this slide has been entered for you as a list with 4 bullet points about the annual fundraiser. Click Next to continue. You can copy and move text between slides. Let's start by copying some text. Click the highlighted box just before the word attendees in the last bullet point. To select all the text in the last bullet point, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click the highlighted box at the end of the sentence. The text has been selected. There are several ways to copy text. You can right-click the text and select Copy, click the Copy button on the clipboard group, or press the Ctrl+C keys on your keyboard. In this example, click the Copy button on the clipboard group. The text has been copied. Click the New Slide button on the Slides group to create a new slide. Click the text placeholder area on the new slide. Click the Paste button on the clipboard group to insert the copied text. The text has been copied from slide 4 to slide 5. Next, let's move some text. Click Slide 4 on the thumbnail pane. Click the highlighted box just before the word "this" in the third bullet point. To select all the text in the third bullet point, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click the highlighted box at the end of the sentence. The text has been selected. There are several ways to move the text to the clipboard. You can right-click the text and select Cut, click the Cut button on the clipboard group, or press the Ctrl+X keys on your keyboard. In this example, click the Cut button on the clipboard group. The text has been removed and copied to the clipboard. You want to move the text to just after the first bullet point. Click the highlighted box at the end of the word December. Press the Enter key on your keyboard to create a new list item. Click the Paste button on the clipboard group to paste the copied text. The text has been moved. Let's delete the extra space below the third list item. Click the highlighted box after the third bullet point. Press the Delete key on your keyboard to remove the space. There are also a number of ways to delete text on a slide. Let's delete the word cake in the first bullet point. Click the highlighted box at the start of the word fundraiser. Press the backspace key on your keyboard until each letter is deleted. You can also delete an entire word or sentence at once. The fourth bullet point appears twice in this presentation, as you copied it to slide 5 earlier. Let's remove it from this slide. Click the highlighted box at the start. Hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click the highlighted box at the end of the sentence to select it. Press the Delete key on your keyboard to remove the entire sentence. Well done, you have learned how to edit and delete text in your presentation. Click Next to continue. Switching between open presentations. You can also copy or move text between presentations. Let's try this now. Click Next to continue. The highlighted text has been copied for you. Click the View tab on the ribbon. Click the Switch Windows button on the window group. A drop-down list displays all of your open presentations. Select 2 Introduction to Presentations, or press the 2 key on your keyboard. The Introduction to Presentations file displays. Click Slide 6. Click the text placeholder area. To insert the copied text, you can right-click and select Paste, click the Paste button on the clipboard group, or press the Ctrl+V keys on your keyboard. In this example, click the Paste button on the clipboard group. Well done! You have successfully copied and moved text within a single presentation, and from one presentation to another. Click Next to continue. Formatting text. It's important that your text is presented in an easy-to-read font. The text should be large enough for the audience to see without difficulty. The text on this slide has already been selected for you. Let's increase the font size. Click the Increase Font Size button on the font group. The font size has increased. Another way to increase the font size is by using the font size drop-down list. Click the font size drop-down arrow to open the drop-down list. Select 36 from the drop-down list. The font size has increased again. To reduce the font size, click the Decrease Font Size button on the font group. The font size has decreased. Let's try changing the text into a different font. Click the font drop-down arrow on the font group. Select Arial from the font drop-down list. The font style for the selected text has changed. To change the font back to the original font type, which matches this design theme, click the font drop-down arrow again. Select Century Gothic from the Theme Fonts section of the font drop-down list. The font style has changed once more. Feel free to explore additional font styles in your own time. Click Next to continue. Formatting text on your slides also ensures that the information you are presenting is easy to read and follow. You can change the placement of any element on your slide to align to the left, the right, or the center. Click the slide title area. This text is currently aligned to the left of the slide. Click the center button on the paragraph group to change the alignment to the center. Click the Align Right button to change the alignment to the right. Finally, click the Align Left button to return the text to its original position on the slide. Next, let's look at text emphasis. The second row of buttons on the font group, labeled B, I, U, and S, allows you to apply effects to a selection of text. Click Slide 1 to begin. Click the highlighted box, just before the word Annual. To select the whole title, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click the highlighted box, just after the word Fundraiser. To apply a bold emphasis to the text, you can click the bold button on the font group, or press the Ctrl+B keys on your keyboard. Next, to apply an italic or slanted emphasis to the text, you can click the italic button on the font group, or press the Ctrl+I keys on your keyboard. If at any time you need to reverse your last action, you can click the Undo button on the title bar. Click the Undo button. The italic effect has been removed from the text. To reverse an undo action, you can click the Redo button on the title bar. Click the Redo button. The italic effect has been reapplied to the text. An underline effect has been applied to the text. To remove the underline effect, you can either click the Undo button or click the Underline button again to deselect it. Finally, you can click the Bold button or press the Ctrl+B keys on your keyboard to remove the bold effect. Now let's change the color of the title font. Click the Font Color drop-down arrow on the font group. The Font Color menu opens. A large range of colors is available for selection. Select the highlighted color from the Standard Colors section. The font color has changed. You can also open the Font Color menu by right-clicking the selected text. Let's try this now. Right-click the selected text. The right-click menu opens. Select Font from the list. The Font dialog box opens. Click the Font Color drop-down arrow on the Font tab. Select the highlighted color from the Theme Colors section. Click the OK button, or press the Enter key on your keyboard to save your changes. The font color has changed again. Click Next to continue. Finally, you can apply a case change to a selection of text for additional emphasis. Some text has already been selected for you. Click the Change Case button on the font group. Select lowercase from the drop-down list. The text has now changed to lowercase. Click the Change Case button again. Select uppercase. The text has now changed to uppercase. In this example, let's revert to the original text. Click the Undo drop-down arrow on the title bar. Here, a list of all your previous actions appears. To revert the text to its original state, you need to undo 2 actions. Select the second Change Case option from the list. The text has returned to its original format. Well done, you have formatted text using emphasis, color, and case changes, and become familiar with the undo and redo commands. Click Next to continue. Inserting hyperlinks. You can add a hyperlink to any slide. Let's add a hyperlink to the title slide. Click the highlighted text Riverview Home for Cats and Dogs. Press the Enter key on your keyboard to move to a new line. Click the Insert tab on the ribbon. Click the link icon on the links group. The Insert Hyperlink dialog box opens. Let's insert a link to a web page. Under Link to, that existing file or web page option is automatically selected. The link text you want to display on the slide has been entered for you in the Text to Display box. The link address you want to hyperlink to has been entered for you in the address box. Click the OK button. A hyperlink with the text Visit our site has been added to the slide. Click anywhere on the slide to deselect the text box. Well done, you now know how to add a hyperlink to a slide. Click Next to continue. You can also edit an existing hyperlink. The link text has been selected for you. Right-click the highlighted link text. Select the Edit Link option. The Edit Hyperlink dialog box opens. Here, you can change the link address, or change the link text. Let's change the link text. Click the text, press the backspace key on your keyboard to delete the existing text. Then, type "Click to view our site" in the Text to Display box. Click Next to continue. Click the OK button. Click anywhere to deselect the text box. Well done, you now know how to edit a hyperlink. You can also remove a hyperlink. Click Next to continue. Right-click the hyperlink text. Select Remove Link. The hyperlink has been removed. Press the Delete key on your keyboard to remove the leftover text. Click anywhere on the slide to deselect the text box. Note that the text box is deselected. Well done, you have successfully added, edited and removed hyperlinks from text in a slide. Click Next to continue. Adding tables. Another way to present information to an audience is by displaying it in a table. Let's create a table now. Click Slide 4. Click the New Slide button on the Slides group to add a new slide. There are two ways to insert a table into your slide. The first way is by clicking on the Insert Table icon in the text placeholder area. Click the Insert Table icon. The Insert Table dialog box appears. Here, you can specify how many columns and how many rows you will create. Let's take a look at the second way to insert a table. Click the Cancel button. Click the Insert tab. Click the Table icon on the Tables group. The menu that appears allows you to visually select the number of columns and rows for your table. In this example, let's create a table with 3 columns and 3 rows. Click the highlighted bottom right square to confirm the table size. Your table has been created. Tables consist of rows, horizontal, and columns, vertical. Each row and column is divided into cells. Let's enter some text into the table. Click the top left cell. Type the word year. Then, to move to the next cell, you can type the words funds raised and press the right arrow key on your keyboard. Now type the word attendees. Click Next to continue. Note that data has been entered for you in the cells below each heading. Now, let's add another row. Click the bottom row of the table. Note that the table design and layout contextual tabs appear on the ribbon when the table is selected. Click the Layout tab. Click the Select button on the table group. Select row. The entire row is now selected. Click the Insert Below button on the Rows and Columns group to add a row. A new row has been added below your selection. Another way to add a row is by right-clicking the selected row, choosing Insert, and selecting Insert Rows Below or Insert Rows Above. You can try this method in your own time. Click Next to continue. Click the first cell in the new row. Type 2020 and press the right arrow key on your keyboard. Type 276 and press the right arrow key on your keyboard to move to the next cell. Type 92. Click Next to continue. You can also add extra columns to your table. Click anywhere in the last column. Click the Select button. Select Select column. Click the Insert Right button on the Rows and Columns group to add a column to the right of the selected column. A new column has been added. You can also add a column by right-clicking a selected column, selecting Insert, and selecting Insert columns to the left, or Insert columns to the right. Click Next to continue. Let's remove the column you just created. To remove a row or column, you need to first select it. Hover your cursor over the highlighted area above the column. A downward pointing arrow indicates that the entire column below the arrow can be selected with one click. Click your mouse once on the arrow. The column has been selected. Click the Layout tab. Click the Delete button on the Rows and Columns group. Select Delete Columns from the drop-down list. The column has been removed. You can also delete a selected column or row by right-clicking it, and then clicking the Delete drop-down arrow from the toolbar that appears at the top of the side menu, followed by selecting either Delete Columns or Delete Rows. Make sure to try this in your own time. Click Next to continue. You can also select an entire table. Let's try this now. Click the top left cell in the table. Hold down the Shift key and click the bottom right cell in the table. The entire table has been selected. Click the Layout tab. You can also select an entire table from the Layout tab by clicking the Select button on the table group and selecting Select Table from the drop-down list. Now, let's change the column width and row height. Click the Height box on the Cell Size group. Type the value 2 and press the Enter key on your keyboard. Next, click the Width box. Type the value 5 and press the Enter key on your keyboard. Note that the table height has increased, while the table width has decreased. Now, let's delete a table. Click the table to select it. The Table Design and Layout contextual tabs appear on the ribbon. Click the Layout tab. Now, click the Delete button on the Rows and Columns group. Select Delete Table from the drop-down list. The table is deleted. Note that you can also delete a table by selecting it and pressing the backspace or delete keys on your keyboard. Click Next to continue. Well done, you have inserted a table, added and modified rows and columns, entered text and deleted a table. Click Next to continue. Knowledge check. Where should you click to adjust the line spacing for a section of text? Click on the appropriate area in the above screen. Try again. Well done. Click Next to continue. Where should you click to align the selected font text to the right of the slide? Click on the appropriate area in the above screen. Well done. Click Next to continue. Where should you click to apply numbering to the selected text? Click on the appropriate area in the above screen. Well done. Click Next to continue. Where should you click to turn the selected text into a subbullet? Click on the appropriate area in the above screen. Try again. Here's a hint. Click here. Well done. Click Next to continue. Where should you click to add a new row after the current selection? Click on the appropriate area in the above screen. Try again. Well done. Click Next to continue. Where should you click on the ribbon to select the first row in the table? Click on the appropriate area in the above screen. Well done. Click Next to continue. Having completed this unit, you should now be able to add and format text, create bulleted and numbered lists, switch between open presentations, insert hyperlinks, present information in tables.